I decided to ask my stream the most important questions of their lives. About Smashy Bros, of course. I don't know what else you'd expect me to talk about. I mean, come on. Starting off with, have you ever thought less of someone as a human being after figuring out what character they made? And begin. The way it works is very simple. Type 1 if the answer is yes, and type 2 if the answer is no. Have you ever once run into, I don't know, like a Nest main and you're like, or you run into a Steve? This probably happens most when you're playing Elite Smash, but wow, a lot of you are toxic. Holy sh**. Just like me for real. 72% of you said yes. It only really happens when I play online, I swear. But something about lag really brings out the inner gremlin in all of us, I think. The special exception made for you and your cringe main. Here's another question. Ever play Mech Arena Robot Showdown? It's a fun 5v5 mech battle game with tons of unique loadouts and depth for people who have enough free time to watch this video. Install it on PC or mobile using my link or the QR code you see now for a free starter pack worth $30 to start your adventure with a sweet bonus. Back to the video. Would you prefer your significant other to be a smasher? This idea applies to other unrelated games too, like being a League player, Valorant, or anything else. Use your imagination. For me, since Smash is not my hobby, it's my job, I like to, when I'm not on the clock, you know, spend time doing other things and kind of keep different parts of my life separate. Who needs a girlfriend? You can get by Nintendo Online every day. True! But yeah, I'm genuinely a little surprised by these results. I thought most of you would say yes. Just like me for real again. That's crazy. Do you think your main is an honest character? My character is fair and balanced. You just don't know the matchup and it's everyone else that's a cheat.
Come on!
Do you main an honest character? Everyone's just gonna say yes! Most of you said yes. 68.2% to be precise, with 31.8% saying no. I didn't expect that many of you to say no, really. If the zombie apocalypse happens, and you're stuck with the best player of all your mains, do you survive? Maybe it's just me, but if I were a Rosa main, I'd believe in DeBuzz. I bet he could make the cabin, keep everyone warm with DeFlint, and even fight off DeBear if he had to. He's got us covered. Alright, this one's a little bit more complicated. You have faith in Griffin? Aw, thank you, Ethan. Can I start a fire? I can. I wonder how many of you are just gonna say 1 or 2 and just troll the out of me, because I have to imagine a decent amount of you are Falcon mains. I don't think I've ever talked to Big D about whether or not he can construct a camp. Do you guys think Big D could hunt a deer and kill it in the wild and make dinner for everyone? Do you think Big D would do that? It's kind of funny to think about. You don't think half of these people surviving? Fair. Would you rather be able to beat anyone in the world in a set on your first try but can never beat them or anyone else except on your first try ever again, or stay your current skill level for the rest of your life? There's 2 wolves inside all of us, and this one's for the half that loves chaos and degeneracy. If you've ever wanted to ruin a random pro player's day and become the subject of every Smash reaction video for a week, there's only one choice. But now you're gonna get farmed in every run back for the rest of your life. So is it worth it? If you play your little brother for the first time, you beat his ass. You play MK Leo for the first time, you beat his ass too. But then you play either of them the second time or ever again past that, and you will always lose no matter what. Your little brother is now your demon, along with, you know, MK Leo and everyone else. Do you embrace the chaos but suffer long term? Or do you just stay current skill level? This one's a bit of a doozy. So if you've never gone to a major before, then I guess that means you literally are guaranteed second at your first major. If you can specifically not run into anyone you played in winner's bracket on the second time, then you could win your first major. Win an EU major, win a Japan major, then quit. And then win one in America too while you're at it. Go out while you're ahead. Low key, you could do that. You'd rather be the best for like half a year than be mid forever. This is such a chaotic idea. But most of you decided you wanted to stay your current skill level, which this is what I expected. More of you wanted chaos than I thought, which is kind of lit. It's really funny to think about. If you run into someone stinky at an event, would you have the guts to tell them they stink to their face? Or are you more likely to subtweet them or complain to someone else? Be completely honest. This applies to not just Smash events, but really anywhere nerds congregate en masse. Sometimes it's not bad, but the times it is, whoo boy. The thing is, I wonder how many of you would actually tell someone they stink to their face, and how many of you like the idea of doing it. But have you ever seen those memes of like what it's like when people fight online versus what it's like when they see each other in person? It's like that all over again. Most of you said you would tell them that they stink. I half expected more people to be like, hell no, I'm not gonna say it. Respect. If your most wanted character made it into Smash 6 whenever it inevitably happens, do you think most people would be happy about it? Obviously, the internet would rejoice for my pick. Social media would unite, and everyone would hold hands and sing to welcome the long-awaited arrival of Shrek into Smash. You guys have to say who your character is if you're gonna vote in this. James Bond. Low-key, I think a lot of people would complain about James Bond. Although I think it'd be sick. Wow, 100% of you say yes. Wow. I feel like some people would complain about Goku, not gonna lie. Dude, Shrek and Smash would be amazing. Hollow Knight would be universally loved as a character, but if they make it disjoint Pikachu, maybe not. True! Yeah, Hollow Knight would feel great to play, but probably terrible to play against. 85.7% of you think your character would be well liked. Figures, I expected most people to be about this. You always think your character is going to be the one that people love. No personal bias whatsoever. Alright, what's the best way to end a close tournament set? A fist bump? Handshake? Hug? Or something else? Fist bump if you lose, hug if you win? That's such a grimy answer. I love it. A smooch? Ooh. Is that like a form of a pop-off, like making out with the homies? Pop off so hard you backflip? Nice. Looks like most of you are fist bump believers. I think it does kind of depend on context, but you can kind of imagine whatever context you want and make it work, you know? Me personally, I'm a handshaker. I'm not really a fan of hugs most of the time. Most of the time, hugs just feel kind of corny to me, unless you're like specifically very close friends. And I feel like a lot of time people will go for hugs even if they're like barely more than an acquaintance with someone, and that's kind of weird to me, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like, if it's like one of your best friends and it was a good set, then sure, but I don't know, it varies. Yeah, I might not have thought this through. Who knew somebody would want to kiss the homies post-set? Wait, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you had fun, consider subscribing to the channel, and thanks to Sec Engineer and my other patrons at Patreon for supporting my content. The more of you guys there are, the more I can make bigger and crazier videos over time. Next, I'm working on a video essay on the struggles and beauty of Ganondorf across Smash history, so I hope you guys look forward to that. Have a good one!